The Tencia Contact Management module was developed to streamline and facilitate transparency of interactions with both customers, suppliers, and employees. It includes new and exciting features that complement other Tencia functionality, but also extends data capture in the way of recording contact interactions and additional contact information. This new module is available free of charge to all Tencia sites with a current enhancement software policy. This presentation and short demonstration will step through just some of the new exciting features the module offers. With the Tencia Contact module activated, you can extend the information held against contacts from the basic phone, fax and email details to company and job title names and address details. The way in which contact connections was established can be recorded using the contact source code. Source codes are user-created, ensuring they provide the flexibility to cover different sites' contact lead sources. Hyperlinks to social media platforms again extend the data capture for a contact and allow for the tracking of that contact should they move on from their existing position. Contacts can be linked both at the same time to debtors, creditors or employees. And an infinite number of contacts can be linked, extending on the standard 3 contacts currently available. The contact code serves as a link to debtors and creditors and is used to store the entry of transactions. A contact details inquiry is then available to display all transactions related to the individual contact, where a list of orders, quotations specific to the contact is available in addition to viewing the activity history with a contact. Contact information can be held across several locations within Tencia. Email address details, delivery address details, and different transaction types all prompt for and allow for contact email addresses and/or phone numbers. With contact management, the contact code serves as a link between the contact details at each of these other locations that require specific contact information. As a link exists, updates of contact details are able to be automatically updated. In this example, updating an email address and phone number for the contact errand will automatically update those email addresses and phone numbers set up in the Debtors Maintain email addresses and Delivery Address Details tabs. With Tencia Contact Management enabled, you are able to record the details of any interaction with contacts via a new menu entry, Enter Contact Activities. Each activity is assigned to or linked to the Tencia user who was part of the interaction. Activities can be staged and managed via the use of an activity status that ranges from not started to in progress, then through other stages through to completed. The primary actions that took place in activity can be configured using an action code to describe what event or activity took place. These may be phone calls, meetings, mail-outs, any activity with a contact that would otherwise not be able to be recorded within Tencia. Activities that are reoccurring can be configured to generate multiple activity records using the frequency and frequency expiry fields. All activities generated from the source activity are then linked for future updating. A Comments and a Notes tab is available to record all the details of the event or activity. This could be a copy of an email, links to external file sources, websites or images of such an event or activity. A list of all activities with the contact is then available for viewing via the Contact Details inquiry, along with the transaction history for that contact, all in one easy-to-find location. A contact activity list is also available to provide a report list of activities for any particular contact or range of contacts. Contact activities are flagged with the Display in Task List option. Saving activities with a yes in this flag will have them display in a contact task list. The contact task list is open from the Contact Management module menu or via the Quick Links button on the toolbar. It can be used to display a list of all outstanding, pending, in progress or completed tasks to be performed within your role, or by using the Tencia user code filter, the task to be completed by other staff in your organisation. This extends the Enter Contact Activities program from capturing events and activities that have already occurred into task lists and reminder entry, capture and management. While contact activities would most commonly be used to track interactions with external contacts related to debtors or creditors, they can also be used to record to-do lists and reminders for internal events or meetings, or even create activities that you assign to other Tencia users. Those activities would appear in their contact task list for completion. Once in the contact task list, the toolbar and the right-click context menu provide many shortcut links to fire off updates for that activity, create a new activity for the same contact, or to open related maintenance or inquiry programs for the contact. Contact activities can be added to transactions as a way to record a history of communication specific to an individual transaction. A new Activities tab, activated via system parameters, can be added to numerous transaction entry programs. It allows the user to view all activities that have occurred for the transaction and to add a new one if required. Activities can also be added to transactions from the Tencia inquiry programs. Highlight the line in the inquiry and click the A Activity button to add entries to that transaction. Activities added to transactions and set to show in the task list will provide you with a shortcut link that automatically loads the transaction into the entry program via the contact task list. In this first example, I have added an activity to a sales quotation and set it to display my contact task list as a reminder for quotation follow-up. Once in the contact task list, I can use the right-click context menu to view the contact details in order to obtain the contact's phone number. Once I call the contact to discuss their quote and confirm they wish to proceed with the quotation, I can again use the context menu to open up the quotation and convert it to a sales order. I can then mark the quotation follow-up entry in my contact task list as completed. In this next example, I am able to add a contact activity to a purchase order, assigning a task to a purchasing manager to authorise the purchase order. That activity will appear in the contact task list of that purchasing manager to open. They need only right-click on the contact activity and approve the transaction. The contact activity for follow-up could then be assigned back to me by my manager, or a new activity added as an explanation as to why that purchase order was or wasn't approved. I hope you enjoyed this short demonstration of just some of the features and functions that the Tencia Contact module can provide. Please refer to the Tencia version 2016.2 user guides for more information, and be sure to contact your Tencia business partner who will be able to guide you through implementing this new and exciting module.